everybody! Welcome back to the Beats! Oh, yes. Thank you for joining us. We have another riveting episode of queer music right here in Seattle just for you. And boy, you do not want to miss this one. Our next artist, queer, black, non-binary artist Monica Thomas, is one half of the electronic duo Occlusions. Their debut EP, Kissing Silhouette, just released in June of this year, and if you missed the release party at Vermilion Henny, you missed the true tea, okay? Because it was popping off. That's right, you can clap for that. They are hot on the... Come on, we're excited. They are hot on the scene, performing at venues all over Seattle, including right here on the beat, Henny. Give it up for the incredible Monica Thomas! Give it up for the incredible Monica Thomas! Come on, y'all! Yes! How are you? So Monica, jumping right in.
Yeah.
So Occlusions, tell me about your latest project. How did y'all meet and how did you end up making music together?
Yeah, so Occlusions is a project with me and my friend Alex, who couldn't make it here today. Mm-hmm. But we actually met at a party about, I want to say about 7 years ago.
Oh, wow, okay.
Through a mutual friend. We just hit it off really well, started talking about music right then and there at that party, and we were like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I was in another band at the time, and we tried to start making music together, and being in 2 music projects at once, as it turns out, it wasn't really a good idea, and so the timing wasn't really right for me, but eventually that chapter with that band closed a few years later, and Alex called me up one day and was like, hey, I'm thinking about a new project. Are you free? And I was like, well, actually, I am. And I was looking for something new and different. And I had been in singing in rock bands for most of my music career. And so I wanted to try something new and start to do pop music. And it just started from there.
And like, so organically, it just sounds like it was natural. It feels natural, at least when you listen to it, which I think is great. But I've got to know, because I looked up the definition of occlusions in Merriam-Webster, honey, and I was like, what's the occlusion? What's the name? What's the mean? What's the meaning? What's the story?
Yeah. You know, it's not a common word, but we did want something that was a little bit different. So occlusion has multiple definitions, and the first definition is just about being shrouded or something that's concealed or behind something else, slightly hidden, and that hit to the sort of mysterious vibe that we were going for. Another use of the word has to do with storm clouds. And that was a vibe that we were kind of going for, the sort of smoky, stormy. And then even the third one, which is so strange, is that there's also a dental use of that word.
Okay, because that's the one I saw, and I was like, what?
So there's a dental use of that word, and occlusion, a teeth occlusion, from what I understand, has to do with the way that your teeth fit together, your top and bottom teeth in your jaw. And so it was a really interesting thing to talk about something that like sort of fits together in our bodies, but also is a bit mysterious. And both Alex and I had, strangely enough, experienced dental trauma.
Oh my God.
It was so kind of an inside joke for us too.
Yes.
And it just really clicked when we found that word.
Yeah, it fits so well now that I hear like the other definitions too. This like mysterious. I mean, you've definitely got to check out the EP Kissing Silhouette. It's great, and it is on the
Spotify,
socials.
Apple Music, everywhere you can download music, we have it. It's really great. We're also going to be having CDs too. So.
Yes, come on, CDs. So I've known you for a little bit.
Yeah.
I love your music, obviously. You're also like super fashionable and like, hey. But I wanted to know, like, what are some of your influences for music, for fashion, honestly?
Grunge.
Okay.
Yes. 90s grunge is a big influence for me. I grew up with it. You know, I never grew out of the angst.
I heard that.
It's true. And like, I really like playing on the like balance of like the pretty but also dark. I wear a lot of black.
Yep. Come on,
But I like mixing textures and patterns and try to blend masculine and feminine energies and things that I do and how I carry myself and what I wear. And so all of that musically and fashion-wise.
Yeah, it's very much, at least what I feel when I see you perform, the aesthetic, like your outfits, your fashion is all very much a part of the art, which is how I feel too. I'm like, this is an expression of me as well, which I think is just super dope.
If I could be, I think, even a teeny piece of Grace Jones.
Oh, you got it. A large chunk, okay? Come on.
She's so magnificent,
Yeah,
and
this is
so
true.
as a Black queer, you know, that's who I kind of look up to.
Yeah, that's amazing. I can definitely see. Another thing I love to just touch on with the show, obviously we focus on queer musicians, and I always like to get a little insight into your struggles as an artist, whether that be, you know, being QT Pot or being whatever. Like, what do you feel like your biggest struggle is kind of in life or in music and your career?
Yeah, I feel like my queerness hasn't really been a challenge for me in terms of being an artist. It's been a big sort of wellspring of inspiration
Right.
and so much history. The challenge that I face as an artist is honestly as a disabled artist. I think that in this world, our lives and our value are so much placed on our productivity, and especially as artists, how prolific we can be and how productive, how many mixtapes can you put out in a year and things like that.
Right.
And that really wears on anybody. But if you're someone who is disabled and lives a bit differently than other people do, it's a really big challenge. And especially as an emerging artist, this dog eat dog competition, who's getting the shows, who's getting the publicity, who's doing that. You know, you gotta go, you gotta be on your stuff, you know, and it's draining. It's really draining, and so I really try to go at my own pace as an artist. This EP took us 2 years.
Wow.
And part of the reason that it took so long is because I was sick. And I could have rushed it and put sort of a half put together project that I wasn't totally happy with, but I really wanted to give it my all. And I think that the result was really great.
Oh, phenomenal. Like, so good. Yes, honestly.
Thank
so
you.
good. And I think that's so important too. It's a very, very important point is we do put all of this like emphasis on how much content can you produce? And I'm like, listen.
So over content, social media.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. No. But yeah, honestly, it is definitely very true. So kind of coupling along with that, what do you got next in the works?
Speaking of content.
But like, are you working on anything new? I know Kissing Silhouettes just came out this summer, so I know you've been doing a lot of performing. They are all over Seattle, honey, okay? What's your next gig coming up?
Yeah, so next gigs, we have a few. I'm trying to really make fall and winter, especially because that's kind of our mood, is sort of Halloween, fall, dark time, that we can be really active, playing a lot of shows. I'm trying to do one a month this fall, so I'll be at Central Saloon and at Cafe Red and at Queer Bar. So yeah, I'm trying to just be everywhere. I just played a show at Barboza earlier this week.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I wanted to come.
Yeah, it was so fun. So I'm trying to just keep building and slowly writing. We are trying to work on a full length, but understanding that we're going to be working at our own pace.
Yes, absolutely. That's great. Oh my God, I can't wait. I just got chills, actually. Well, cool. Well, let us know, where can we find you? We want to keep up with where you're at, where the shows are going to be. What's the best socials for you?
Yeah, Occlusions Music everywhere.com, email, Instagram, Facebook. I think probably Instagram is the best way to follow us.
Do it.
I don't know if we use our Twitter very much.
Does anyone still tweet? Does anyone have a Twitter?
How does it?
No?
How does
Okay.
the Twitter
No.
work? I don't know. But
so the Insta, we'll get you on the Insta. Awesome.
And the
Occlusions
Spotify.
Music and Spotify. Please, let's support queer artists. Buy our music, honey. That's right.
Yes.
And speaking of music, I think we're ready to hear some. Are y'all ready to hear some music? Okay. Before we do that, I need y'all all to give it up one more time for Monica Thomas. Give it up one time for Monica Thomas.
If I didn't say that my handshake, but still I reach. Ain't no shame in becoming. So call me astronaut, call me supernova, call me free. Tell Orion I'm coming home. So call me astronaut. Call me astronaut. Ooh, I'm halfway between explosion and your gravity, babe. Ooh, I'm halfway between explosion and your gravity, babe. Oh, these stars can't hold me. Oh, these stars can't hold me. And your gravity, babe. And your gravity, babe.
Thanks, y'all.
Give it up one time for Monica Thomas of Occlusions. Nailed it. Join us next time for more unstoppable queer music right here on The Beat. Bye.